So boy, we don't have 6 hours to talk that one, but let me describe it this way. Sometimes people and leaders or decision makers don't have a good coaching experience for a million different reasons, and therefore we're not going down that path. Some corporate cultures are filled with machismo, and are we're going to do it, and coaching isn't looked at as a sign of strength, but actually a sign of weakness. You need help? Well, we hired you. We're paying you a lot of money. Surely you can do it. If you can't do it, we'll swap you out, right? And so that's, that might be part of the reasons. Sometimes it might be ignorance, not in a negative sense, but they just haven't experienced it. They don't know the power of it. Sometimes they can't find ones that are um, quality, call it that. Sometimes they're getting the wrong type of coach. They're getting, style one when they need style three, right? Or vice versa, right? So there's a whole bunch of reasons why I think sometimes it's a question of cost, right? And that's that for the smallest of businesses, that's usually uh, a barrier, and therefore the kind of coach they might be able to afford might not be the kind that can actually move the needle for them, right? There's a whole bunch of different reasons why. I think that if you're in the middle, though, there's one quick way to sort of help prove to yourself whether in fact it can work or it can't work. If you're thinking of setting up coaching for your high potential employees or for your senior leaders, or if you yourself are thinking of doing it, um, ask for a test drive. What could you do one session, pro bono, most coaches, every business needs to find a way to let people to, you know, taste the chocolate before they buy the box of it. And so if you're able to do a 1 hour coaching session with the specific prospective coach you're thinking about, you'll have a pretty good sense as to whether there's a connection, number one, and whether the value that they add is the value that you're looking for, and whether their process and methodology is what you're looking for as well. And if you're able to do the test drive, if you're in that middle group, this might be the way for you to say, yeah, okay, I see the power of coaching, but this person is not the right one. Or, uh, boy, I see the power of coaching, and what this person is doing would be excellent for person X or Y or Z. Okay, so there's the test drive concept is very, very important. Can I add one other thing as well? Maybe I misspoke. At the very beginning, I talked about three categories of coaches. There's a fourth, and this is what I call the formula follower. Because if you're a coach, what if you have a very specific methodology? We've got one too, okay? A very specific methodology, and you need to go through the following 8 steps, 6 steps, in order to actually graduate at the end of it. In a certain sense, this is kind of a hybrid between training and coaching because you're following almost a defined curriculum, etc., except for it's in a coaching context. Um, we can do that, and we can do the more um, impactful free form, dealing with the particular issues of a particular client. But sometimes, particularly at the lower price points, it might be join our coaching program. And when you join our coaching program, you will go through these 6 modules or go through these whatever, and that's all we do. In which case, it's less coaching as opposed to get on our particular escalator and just tick the boxes along the way and come out the other end, off you go, right? And maybe there's a continuity program. So there's coaching to that. We're working on it too. We've got it. If you're interested, we could talk about it, but it's less pure coaching as opposed to helping you go through a defined process.